Hurricane Erin is slowly making her way off into portions of the Atlantic, northern Atlantic, at a very rapid northeasterly pace right now. And luckily, this is going to start to bring minimal impacts to any land as we move closer. But we are going to have to watch. Ireland may be in the path of this tropical storm. It is a hurricane right now, but will be tropical storm to even tropical depression as it nears Ireland. And we will definitely keep an eye on it. But more storms may be on the way. That does include more potential hurricanes to occur. So in today's video, I'm going to break down what we could see in terms of weather and in terms of tropical weather. So let's go and dive right into things. And here is our latest cone. And as you can tell here, tropical storm, as we see, hurricane actually all the way until around 2 a.m. on Monday. Then by 2 p.m. on Monday, we do get a tropical storm, and it is going to begin to turn to the east-southeast before dying off. And now we can see we do have multiple hazard areas in effect. One sticking out is the one right here heading towards Bermuda. And this is actually a 90% chance of formation in 7 days and 80 in the next 48 hours. You may be thinking, oh, what is this little yellow area here? This is a 20% chance in the next 48 hours and a 30 in the next 7 days. These chances have been dropping, but we are not totally out of the woods yet, I do have to say. I do think this does have a very slim chance to develop, and if it does, it could head towards the United States, but I just don't see it occurring. Now moving on to the GFS, and here's what Erin may track like. As you can tell, tracks towards Ireland before becoming a tropical depression and weakening. But here, if we back it up, here's our a low pressure system right now. Let's actually make this bigger. So here's our low pressure system right now that is bringing that area of potential development. And if we go ahead and move this forward some, you can tell here it's going to really struggle to stay organized as it moves to the west. So we definitely need to be watching it closely. But like I said, very low chances of development right now. And I honestly do not think this is going to develop. And the European model here, it's going to be in agreement with that it will not develop. As you can tell there, after its low pressure system is gone, it never develops it again, and it just becomes rain showers and storms. Now here's our global tropical hazard outlook, and you can tell the CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, has outlined a area of 20% chance in the next 2 weeks, and a pretty large 20% chance in the next 2 weeks in our main development region. And even here back into portions of the Gulf, we do see another 20% chance in the next 3 weeks. So we definitely need to be watching this closely as big changes could be coming. And here's our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Yes, we are going to see below average temperatures for much of the United States. Anywhere in this blue area is going to see below average temperatures, with this blue area, this darkest blue here, going to see the coldest temperatures. And you can tell here Alaska is actually going to be above average, Hawaii is going to be above average, parts of the Pacific Northwest are going to be above average, and then Texas and portions of Florida are going to be above average. And if we go ahead and move this forward, you see 8 to 14 day below average before sadly weeks 3 to 4 does look like we are going to return to above average temperatures. Now, here on the severe weather side of things for the next couple of days, we are going to see a marginal risk of severe weather continuing through tonight. We do have one back here in Arizona too, and then this one extending from portions of Wyoming into Colorado up into portions of Michigan. Tonight we do have no tornado risk, a 5% wind, and a 5% hail outlook. Tomorrow we don't have a severe weather risk, although I could see a marginal risk getting added back here, up here, or even across to this area. So there's a couple areas we will have to watch for tomorrow. And then moving on to our day 3 outlook, we do actually have a marginal risk in portions of Colorado and Kansas. And we could maybe see a slight risk upgrade across that area, although I do think it is a pretty low chance. HRRR, this is for tonight. We're going to see our storms continue for the next couple of hours before dying out, and that will end our severe risk for tonight in the central plains. Here in the Midwest, our severe weather risk is dying down. We may see a few more storms up here in Wisconsin, along with portions of Michigan that are going to stay strong to marginally severe before they die off, and our risk dies down for tonight. And here we do have our monsoon threat, and I honestly, like always, we can't rule out a isolated tornado across this area in this time of the year. So we are definitely going to watch it closely, but our severe risk is going to be dying down here shortly. And here we are, and this is the GFS, and this is total precip accumulation here for the next, I guess you could say, 2 to 3 weeks. You can tell lots of rain coming to the Central Plains. And if we go and look at the jet stream, that is going to be because our jet stream is finally returning down to the south, and we're actually going to have to watch severe weather here in the future. As we can tell here, moving forward, our jet stream starts to get a lot farther to the south, and we're going to have to watch for some of these shortwave troughs and stuff, along with our normal troughs to develop here. And you may see my cat behind me here in a few moments if she gets up behind me. There is a chance that she gets up behind me, but we'll just have to see. But here, returning back to the weather, you can see here around August 30th, we have a shortwave trough that develops across portions of the plains. This could bring widespread severe weather to portions of the central plains, the first legitimate shot in a while that we have seen. And then this is a bit concerning here. Now, obviously, this is about 10 days out, but we see a few areas that could develop a few troughing areas that could bring severe weather back, and we may even see some significant severe weather. But as you can tell, jet stream gets a lot farther south as we go into September, and with that occurring, we are going to see more severe weather in portions of the plains, and that is not very rare, though, for this time of the year. Here's what radar could look like here. And if we go ahead and look here, we are going to see here around the 30th. Let's go ahead and see. I think it was 28th to 30th. Let's go ahead and head back to our low pressure. And here it is right around this time. We need to be watching back there in portions of the plains for some severe weather threat. And yeah, it does look like we are going to get some storms. Now, a matter of if those are really going to be severe or not is a question, but we definitely will watch this closely. And I do think the Atlantic in our main development region, it's going to wake up here for hurricanes. So we definitely need to be watching it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And wow, we just hit 1,130 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. This is a dream. All glory to God for giving me this, I guess you could say, this chance to be on this amazing platform, to have all you amazing supporters. I can't thank you guys enough. And sorry for the lack of uploading here recently. High school has me very busy. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you in the next one.